This is Tank's Vlog for April 9th, 2018, wrapping up the day in sports. When Captain America raised his mighty shield on the golf course, the rest of the golfers yield. Yes, that's right. Patrick Reed, who's got the nickname Captain America for his great play in the Ryder Cup, now has a green jacket. And while people might mock how he looks, he's got a little bit of a beer gut. He's not a chiseled athlete like Jordan Spieth. He's not Rory McIlroy or Dustin Johnson. He is now Master Champion. He has now won a major title. And now Patrick Reed is now to be taken seriously in the golf world. And it was just steady. It wasn't spectacular. It wasn't anything awe-inspiring. But it was consistent. Under par each 4 days. And he got the tournament with a minus 15. Jordan Spieth made a big run on Sunday. So did Ricky Fowler, but they both fell short as Patrick Reed is your 2018 Masters champion. Baseball. What can you say right now? The New York Mets. I mean, it's early. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. But damn! This team is playing good. 7-1. Gritty win tonight. I mean, and his manager, Mickey Callaway, he seems to be doing everything right. He brought in Jerry's Familia for the 5-out save on Saturday. He knew it was important to win Saturday to ensure winning the series. But doing so made they couldn't use him tonight. So when the game gets to the 12th inning, they're forced to use rookie Jacob Rhame. And Jacob Rhame got the job done. He got the save. Seth Lugo went 3 innings, got the win. I mean, Seth Lugo, oof. I mean, he's basically the 6th starter right now. He would have started if not for rain out. But they've had him in the pen. He's been magical out of the pen. Gazelman did allow a run today, but other than that, Gazelman's been magical out of the pen. Familia's been a little shaky at times, but he's been good enough. And even Hansel Robles, minus a home run to Bryce Harper, has been decent. I mean, it's been terrific. Jerry Blevins has been good. The Mets bullpen has been outstanding. And Yoenis Cespedes' batting average may not look impressive, but he's getting clutch hits. Same with Todd Frazier. And Adrian Gonzalez, a grand slam. I mean, oh. Woo-hoo! I hope this is a trend. I hope this continues. I mean, this has been a great start. And sweeping the Nationals in Washington. Oh, it feels so good. I just hope this keeps up. This is who the Mets are. This is who they can be. This is how, if the Mets play at their top level, they can really be magical. I hope it just keeps up. I just hope this keeps up. Meanwhile, in the Bronx, Giancarlo. If it wasn't cold enough from the 40-degree temperatures and the wind at Yankee Stadium, Giancarlo Stanton's creating a giant breeze with the way he is swinging and missing at every pitch. 5 strikeouts on Sunday, second time this year. He's gotten the platinum sombrero. I mean, Giancarlo Stanton's won a lot of hats so far this year and have not been very good. Fans are booing. Aaron Boone looks like he's looking up at the broadcast booth saying, "Oh, can I come back? Can I come back? Please let me back." And the Yankees go into Boston, losing 3 out of 4 to the Orioles, 5-5, and they got to go to Fenway where the Red Sox rallied to beat the Rays today with a 6-run 8-1 Red Sox, 8-7 win over the Rays. Those 3 games, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I mean, if the Red Sox outclass the Yankees, the pitchforks and torches are going to be coming to Aaron Boone's door by Friday. I mean, It's early yet. It's very early. It's very early April. Everyone's still freezing their asses off out there. But oof, the signs are great for the Mets. Not so much for the Yankees. The Indians beat the Royals today 3-1 with a walk-off home run from Yan Gomez. Jameson Taillon went the distance, one-hit shutout as the Pirates beat the Reds 5-0 at PNC Park. Pirates are 7-2. Great start for them so far. Marlins bounced back from their embarrassing 20-1 loss on Saturday to beat the Phillies 6-3. It was the Tigers' 1-0 win over the White Sox. The Cubs beat the Brewers 3-0. Brewers, after a good start on the road, have struggled at home. The Astros beat the Padres. Padres off to an awful start. The Diamondbacks beat the Cardinals 4-1 as Yadimir Molina and Diamondbacks manager Torey Lovullo got into a tete-a-tete. It was the Blue Jays beating the Rangers 7-4. The Braves beating the Rockies 4-0. The Dodgers won in 10 innings, beating the Giants 2-1. And Shohei Ohtani had a perfect game going into the 7th inning. Allowed just one hit through 7 innings as the Angels beat the A's 6-1. I tell you, bad spring training. A lot of people were doubting Shohei Ohtani, but man, he has been magical so far in his young Major League career. NBA, just a precious few games left. Seeding in the East is all that needs to be decided. 1 through 5 are basically decided. Maybe the Cavs could catch the 76ers for third. But right now, everything else is pretty much decided in the East. In the West, though, it's gone crazy. The Pacers today beat the Hornets 123-117. The 76ers keeping that third spot at 109-97 win over the Mavericks. The Hawks beat the Celtics 112-106 in Boston. The Grizzlies beat the Pistons 130-117. The Raptors, who have the number 1 seed in the East now, all wrapped up, beat the Magic 112-101. It was the Jazz clinching a playoff spot. They're the 4th team to clinch a playoff spot in the West with a 112-97 win over the Lakers, while the Warriors beat the Suns. It is this tight right now. The Jazz are in. They're 1 game behind the Blazers for 3rd overall. Not in yet, though, are the Pelicans at 46-34, who are tied with the Spurs and Thunder in a 3-way tie for 5th place. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves are in 8th at 45-35. They have a tiebreaker over the Nuggets, who are also 45-35. That's how tight it is, with just 2 games left. NHL season ended on Sunday with a makeup game with the Boston Bruins having a chance to win the Atlantic and have the number 1 seed in the East, but they blew it, losing 4-2 to the Florida Panthers. That means the New Jersey Devils will face the Tampa Bay Lightning in the first round of the playoffs. The Bruins, meanwhile, will face the Toronto Maple Leafs. That's a very tough matchup for Boston. Better watch out for Toronto. The matchups in the East include the Washington Capitals going against the Columbus Blue Jackets. That's one the Blue Jackets might have a chance of winning. The Blue Jackets always struggle against the Penguins. I think they're better off actually being the wild card team than being the 3rd place team. And the Penguins, seeking a 3rd straight Stanley Cup, will begin their quest with an interstate showdown with the Philadelphia Flyers. Out west, we have the Nashville Predators taking on the Colorado Avalanche, and the Winnipeg Jets and the Minnesota Wild. That should be a good matchup. That's a border situation there with Winnipeg and Minnesota not being too far from each other. We also have the Vegas Golden Knights going against the Kings. So we got that Las Vegas-LA connection. So that's going to be a fun series, I believe. And Then you got the Sharks and the Ducks, two teams that don't like each other. So NHL playoffs start Wednesday, and it's going to be terrific. NHL playoffs, is there any more exciting than the Stanley Cup playoffs? You have upsets galore, close games, and sudden death overtime. It's always exciting in the Stanley Cup playoffs. NBA, well, we'll probably find out. It's always the same teams always in there. Hopefully someone stops the Cavaliers. I'm looking at you, Toronto. Today's 3 stars are Jamison Talion of the Pirates, who had a complete Game 1 hitter against the Reds. Shohei Ohtani, who had 7 innings of one-hit ball with 12 strikeouts against the A's, had a perfect game going for the first 19 batters retired. And Sterling Price, who had 33 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists for the Hawks against the Celtics. Today's birthday shutout goes to Oli the goalie, Olaf Kolzig, who turns 48. 20 years ago, he actually took the Capitals to the Stanley Cup Finals, where they got swept by the Red Wings. And 40 years ago, it was the greatest point-scoring duel in NBA history. George Gervin entered the final day of the season holding a 15-point lead. 15 points separated Gervin and David Thompson from the scoring title. David Thompson, playing early in the day, went out and scored 73 points. He and everyone else thought he won the scoring title. But that night, George Gervin answered, scoring 63 points, and won the scoring title by 5 points. Check out the full story at Barstool Sports and Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. Good day.